So much has happened this year with CU men's basketball. They've beaten ranked teams. Tad Boyle became the all-time winningest coach in CU hoops history, and they've had their struggles too. But after beating Utah yesterday to end the regular season, it's now Pac-12 tournament time. I caught up with Tad this week to talk about all of it.
Tad Boyle, year 13 here in Boulder.
You talk to everyone around college basketball, it's like Tad Boyle's teams, they win 20 games every single year or around that mark. You're going to have to do a little work here in the tournament to get to that point. What's it going to take to get to that next step for you guys?
Well, we better get if we're going to win 20 games, we better get in a roll. And you can't lose. You know, we can't lose the rest of the year. So it's not about that. Our players have to understand that every small opportunity you have, it builds on itself, and we let too many of those small opportunities go by the wayside this year, and you know, we're gonna have that regret the rest of our lives.
2012, the magical run of 2012.
Colorado is going to the NCAA tournament.
Can you see some similarity there in terms of?
We'll see. I mean, one of the similarities is, you know, we weren't feeling really good about ourselves as we went into the Pac-12 tournament. We weren't that year, and look what happened. And so, yeah, that's a similarity. But you know, we got to let this thing play out. If we play with the intensity, the effort, and the toughness that we played with against UCLA, you go to Las Vegas, we can beat any team in this league.
Showing some game here.
You had a guy that wasn't even really high recruited in Derek White. He got his jersey retired.
Yeah.
At Legend High School. You watched him play hoops here in his home state. Chauncey Billups had a video tribute. You said some words as well.
Yeah, what a special night for Derek and his family. I'm more proud of the kind of human being that he is than I am the kind of player he is. He's a great player, we all know that, but he's humble, he's gracious, and he's appreciative of where he came from, and we're proud that he came from Colorado.
We're at the end of Black History Month here. The Pac-12 and the SWAC conferences started a legacy series this year to talk about HBCUs, historically black colleges, talk about the impacts that they have had. You went down to Grambling State, played them this year at the beginning of the year, went to the Eddie G. Robinson Museum with your team. What was that experience like?
You know, I think a lot of them had heard of Eddie Robinson, heard the name, but I don't know if they knew the history of what he did at Grambling State, and you know, the HBCUs and the role they've played in American history. So it's nice to expose your guys to that. It's funny, we're watching the Bill Russell documentary, and we watched that with them here the month of February to give them some exposure into Bill Russell, what his life was, and all the things he had to overcome, you know, as a basketball player. I want our players to understand, you know, the historical significance he played in our game.
Bounce pass to Russell. Basket is good and he's fouled.
Let's learn. Let's open our ears and let's listen, and let's learn a bit about history. We're trying to do it in a way that is hopefully enjoyable to them, and without jamming it down their throat.
All right, Coach, appreciate it.
All right, thank you.